Stop being a slave. A slave is someone who works for little or no reward. You're asking me, I'm not a slave. Why are you calling me a slave for? Oh yeah, you're a slave if you're working for someone with little or no reward. The reason why you're working as a slave is this. When you're trying to prove yourself to someone, you're a slave. Many people are living their lives trying to prove themselves to people. Are you dumb? Why are you trying to prove yourself to them? They're not your God. So you're working as a slave when you're trying to prove yourself to people. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. You have a skill, you have a gift. The purpose of the skill and your gift is to serve it to the world so that the world could be a better place. But here you are, waking up, moving around your day, trying to prove yourself to others. It's a big mistake. You see, whatever you do, I want you to understand that you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Everything you need is within you. You got the capacity to be, do, or have whatever you want to be, do, or have. But first, you must stop trying to prove yourself to people. We're not on this planet to prove ourselves to people, okay? We're on this planet to just be, okay? Just be. I know people who are drained emotionally, mentally, spiritually, because they're trying to prove themselves to people. Stop proving yourself to people. Stop doing it. So how do you begin to stop proving yourself to people? Well, start building yourself. Start developing yourself. Many people buy cars just to impress others. They buy houses to impress others. They get grades to impress others. They want to get that job to impress others. They want to do this to impress others. Everything they're doing is trying to prove something to someone. Stop trying to impress the world and get on with your life. Get on with your life. Your life needs you. You need you. About trying to prove yourself to people. Stop being a slave. Every time you're trying to prove yourself to someone, you're being a slave to that person. And half the time, you don't even know who these people are. You don't know who they are. But they live in your head. That's what mental disturbance looks like. Mental disturbance is when you project your mind into the future, thinking about what other people are going to think about you. That's a headache. Do I look like I care what people think? I don't give a flying potato pill. Here's what I know. I've got a life and I've got to live it. Simples. Live your life for you, not for anyone. Your life is your own. So what are the steps to stop, being a slave to others? Well, number one, have a clear goal about the things you want in your life. Have a clear goal about the things you want in your life. What do you want your health to look like? What do you want your mind to look like? What do you want your career to look like? Because if you don't have a plan for your life, other people's opinion will be your plan. Ooh, I repeat, if you don't have a plan for your life, other people's opinion will be your plan. You're going to start playing into other people's hands. Stop being a slave to others. Stop being a slave to technology. Some of us, because we're so insecure in ourselves, we obsess over technology. What's this one doing? What's that one doing? Click, 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 tuck, 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 swipe, 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 like. You don't live for that. You live to build yourself. Watch this. 10 years from now, you're going to look back over your life. I want you to be able to look back and be proud. Not look back and realize that, hold on, I've spent my life trying to impress others. And the others I'm trying to impress, they're gone. Stop being a slave, please. Whatever you do, build your life for you. You're very important. Don't you ever forget it. Don't you ever forget the importance of who you are. Stop being a slave to others. Stop being a slave to other people's opinion. Stop being a slave to technology. Stop being a slave to food. Stop being a... Day number 11, I stop eating meat, cut out sugar. I feel light, I feel powerful, I feel energized. Why? I'm not a slave to food. I'm not a slave to sugar. You see, I take control of my life because I recognize. See, you realize and recognize as well. I know you do. I know you recognize the changes you need to make in your life. I know. Yeah, I know. But the question is, what steps are you taking in order to move yourself in the right direction? Please, whatever you do, you need to look after your life. Stop being a slave to these things. See, by being a slave to money, some people are slave to money. Some people are slave to their job. No. Your soul is the most important thing. Whatever you do, please don't be a slave. Don't be a slave to these things. Look very carefully. Some people are a slave to Netflix. Some people are a slave to their own thoughts. Stop being a slave to these things. Set yourself free. Freedom! feels good. Freedom! That's what you need to be free. 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 I deserve to be free in my mind. Check it. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. We're trapped in our mind. Free yourself. Free yourself. No one controls your life but you. Just say it. Whatever you do, have a great life. Have a great life. Just freedom, freedom. Some of us are so trapped. Some of us are so trapped. And it's so sad. Listen, do you know that there are some people in prison who are more free than you and I? Oh, I repeat. There's some people in prison who are more free than you and I. What do you mean, Jackson? You see, people in prison, right? They're confined to a small space and restricted. Okay, they don't have full exposure to the world, which means that they have less distractions, more time to focus because everything is restricted. They're living that minimalist lifestyle. Okay, so their mind is more at peace. Now, what they do with their imagination is a different thing, but we out here, we're being distracted by everything and everyone. So we can't focus on one thing. We're all over the place. Shopping, outing, this, that, and the other. But someone in prison? Listen, it's actually, well, yeah, so hear the quote. Okay. There's a difference between being in jail and being in prison. Yeah, one's a mentality, another is a location. Okay, one is a mentality, the other is a location. Being in prison is a mental state of mind. Being in jail is a physical space. Okay, I'm a baller wants this live. You're not ready for this live, my dear. DM me, I'll get it sent to you, don't worry. Yeah, there's a difference between being in prison and being in jail. You see, like being in jail is just being in a small space. But being in prison is to be in a mental state of torture where people's opinion from the past are haunting you and people's opinion from the future is attacking you now. Yeah, so be very, very careful how you allow people's opinion to affect your lifestyle. There is greatness within you. I need you to begin to unlock that greatness by setting a vision for yourself. What vision do you? And let me tell you something. You're not setting a vision just so you can be the best. No, don't try and get to the top. No, don't try and be number one. No. Don't try and get to the top. Try and get to the spot. What is the spot? The spot that makes you feel good. See, maybe in your life, you're going to be number 2,000 in things that you're doing. But I'd rather be number 2,000, be happy, than number one and be unhappy. It's all about your happiness. Find that. Right, I'm going to get on with my day. I hope that's helped you. I love you so much. You are truly amazing. Thank you so much for continuously learning from myself. I am here for you. If you need me on any level, way, shape or form, just DM me. This live is going to be saved and you guys can have access on it through my YouTube and stuff. Okay? Take care. Peace.